Hello. Welcome everybody out to Periscope today, and how to build your biz online, even if you're a tech challenged newbie. I'm going to address that today. My name is, and those of you who don't know me, I am I was a tech challenged newbie at one time, but the good news is that I've been able to rank in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems, and that's competing among tens of thousands of people. So if I could do this, you could do this. I'm going to give you some help. Doesn't matter what business you're in. I don't care whether it's affiliate marketing, internet marketing, maybe you have a car business, maybe you have a dental practice, maybe you're a contractor, maybe you're a subcontractor, maybe you're a tile guy like I was at one time, and just trying to drum up business on the internet locally. You could do it. You can absolutely make money online. I don't care if you're trying to sell jewelry online or whatever business you happen to be in. Going to give you some help right now. That's going to help you out quite a bit in whatever business that you have. And the interesting thing about this is, as people are getting on here, is that this is the funny thing, is that I didn't learn any computer skills really in college. I made an attempt at one time I actually took a class in college on computer skills. It was a basic class when computers were just really new to me, that is, and I actually failed the dumb class, and but yet I make my living online with a computer, and I've ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems, and made a great living online, even though I once failed a computer class. I actually ended up dropping that class because I didn't want to have it hurt my GPA. I dropped it after about 3 weeks into the course, and it was just way over my head. And what I learned, that class was actually more intense than what you even need now. And one thing that I want to, just to calm your fears a little bit about all the techie stuff that you could get overwhelmed with at times, is that the way that computers have evolved now and the internet has evolved, it has become more and more user friendly, believe it or not. In the old days, those of you who are a little bit older remember when maybe even in the 80s, and heaven forbid the 70s, in the 80s and 90s even, computers were slower and they were really complex. You had to know DOS, and in the early days, Macs really made a difference in making things more user friendly. But even then, when PCs came out, you had to know a lot of really highly technical stuff that I still don't understand. So really, if you think about it, in order for computers to be user friendly, in order for computers to be sold on the mass market and be available to each person as a personal computer, they had to make them easier and easier and easier as time went by. And they have become easier to use. Now, the internet, when it first started, was a real cumbersome place. And it was the wild, wild west when it came to marketing. But today, things have really advanced so that virtually any significant company that helps internet marketers have to make their programs user-friendly. Now, to calm your fears a little bit more, most companies, if they're a significant company, are going to have some kind of technical support. Now, you have to wrap your head around the internet marketing world here, but just a second here, I want to welcome out Scars here and everybody else. And also, before I forget, I want to welcome also our replay viewers who are going to see this later on, right from the beginning. And again, I'm going to talk about right now how to market your business on the internet, even if you're tech challenged and a newbie. And that's a lot of people. You know what? If you're on Periscope right now, you're a newbie. Really, even if you've been on Periscope for 6 months, you're a newbie because Periscope has been with us for less than a year. And Periscope is a huge opportunity right now because Periscope was purchased for about $100 million by Twitter. And as you may know, Twitter probably has close to 1 billion users right now, so they are massive. And as far as an internet marketer goes, it will be in your best interest to pay attention to what's happening in Twitter and Facebook. Even if maybe you don't really like Facebook and Twitter, and maybe you're not really not into it. That's okay, but maybe you could get into it as a marketer. I'm really not into Facebook. I'm not into the chit chat stuff that goes on Facebook and Twitter and all the gossip and all that other crap that you see in Facebook, Twitter, and all the social media. But I use them as a marketer in different ways, and I do get conversations going and dialogues going. So what I'm going to do right now, again, I want to welcome everybody out to the Periscope. I want to welcome my replay viewers right now. Now, I have 2 goals, okay, to help you out in whatever business that you happen to be in. This is not going to be a pitch fest. Put your wallet away. You're not going to need it. What our goal is right now is, number one, to help you, give you some guidance if you're having a challenge with technical stuff, okay? You're going to have to get over the technical hurdles somehow. Now, the good news is that you don't have to know everything there is to know about everything online. You don't need to know about everything, even on your computer. You need to know some basic stuff that's really important, but I'm going to show you how to get over some of those technical hurdles. You could do it. Just to let you know, I realize that kids today are growing up on the internet age and computer age, technical age. And so it's really kind of second nature to them because they're curious to just figure things out on the internet. And but unfortunately, those of us who are maybe my age and older, or maybe even a little bit younger and older, a lot of us probably have more fears than our kids do about getting online, because kids just seem to have no fear and they just want to click around, and that's probably the best way to learn. I did not learn any of my technical skills, and believe it or not, they're limited, even though I ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems, and that includes a network marketing company that's an affiliate marketing / network marketing company. I didn't learn my technical skills at school. I just didn't. Like I said, I failed a computer class when I was in college. It was after I graduated that I started to kind of, use the internet a little bit more, and, from email to web browsing, and then eventually to like purchasing stuff online, and then to having a business online. So I didn't learn any of this stuff in college. A lot of the people on my team, a lot of the people in years past that I've worked with, a lot of them are older than I am and are doing wonderful online. So no, you don't have to have a master's degree in computer science to be super successful online. So what I'm going to talk about right now, I need to put my glasses on because this is going to be very, very helpful for you, very powerful. And so, like I said, twofold. Number one, I'm going to show you how to get over the technical challenges that you're going to face. Okay, you got to get over those hurdles. There's a few basic ones that you have to get over, and you'll always be learning. Obviously, I'm still learning stuff right now. But then I'm going to also show you how to get your business started online, even if you're a brand new newbie and you've never done anything online. Okay, we're going to take this step by step, and that's how you need to do this in this business. Now, I want to preface it by saying this. Okay, a lot of your competitors, so-called competitors, will quit when they come across some kind of technical challenge. And that's really the wrong mindset. Okay, it really is the wrong mindset. And this is what I believe very strongly. Okay, and you have to lead with this belief. Okay, don't say I can't. Okay, I can't figure out computers. I can't figure out this internet stuff. I can't figure out email marketing. I can't figure out, Periscope. Don't do that. You're going to put yourself up for a block, and that mindset you're going to quit. You may as well quit now if you're going to have that kind of an attitude, really. I know that's really blunt, but that's the reality. This is what I say, okay? Instead of saying I can't, switch it around, okay? Say, how can I, okay? Say, how can I? How can I? In other words, where do I need to go? Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to talk to a technical service person? Or, even easier, do I just need to go to YouTube and type in a question that solves the problem? So, again, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to recommend a couple of resources for you that are going to be very easy, okay? And for you to implement and do. Because I want you to start making money. I honestly believe if you're a brand new newbie, and maybe even if you're tech challenged, you can start making money online within the next few weeks, okay? So again, those who just joined us, my name is JackLater, and I've ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems. I'm going to give you a ton of value right now for those who are new and those who are tech challenged, or both. And so let's go. I'm going to every now and then look at some notes because I've got an agenda written out here for the next few minutes that's going to help you. Now, let me start with this. Number 1, if you have a challenge, just a basic challenge of getting around your computer, okay, of pointing and clicking, if you have a difficult time, figuring out how to create folders, you need to know that basic stuff. How to create a folder in your Microsoft Word or in your Microsoft platform or your Apple program. You need to know how to make folders. You need to know how to upload files and download files. You'll need to know how to download programs from time to time, not very often, but from time to time, from either a CD or from the internet. So, and you need to know how to basically find things around on the internet, okay? So, this is what I'm going to say. This isn't going to apply to everybody on this scope, I realize that, but it may apply to some people on this scope that maybe their jobs didn't require them to use a computer very often. So what I'm going to recommend is that if you have a real challenge just trying to figure out this, this computer stuff, I'm going to recommend that you somehow take a basic course, okay? A basic personal computer course. The reason why I bring that up is because at one time I used to teach in the public schools, and you could actually take a lot of these courses for free in your own hometown. All you need to do is go on Google or something and type in, free personal computer courses, Milwaukee, or free personal computer courses, or free newbie computer courses, Salt Lake City, and be specific in your search in Google, and you should be able to come up with some courses that maybe you're at a high school or the YMCA or a senior citizen center, some kind of, or maybe the public library may provide courses. Now, the reason why I know that is because I helped teach one at one time. When I was teaching on the secondary level, our school had a program where we offered free computer classes to anyone who wanted to come, and we had all kinds of ages there, from teenagers to senior citizens. I would invite you to check those out. See if there's something, some kind of course in your community. It's probably going to be free that you could take. And what we did is this was like a 6 or an 8 week course where people would come in the evening, like once a week, and learn a little bit more step by step. You know, anywhere from just turning your computer on to moving your mouse around to creating folders to writing a Word document in Microsoft Word, just really basic stuff and how to get around on the internet. So if you're in that situation where you really just want to get better at your computer, take a free class. And I'll give you one hint. One place that you can find a free class is if you go online, go to Google in the search bar and type in 21st Century Opportunity Grant Program. 21st Century Opportunity Grant Program. In some cities, this is a national grant program where money is allocated for people who could take free computer classes and other classes. And I taught in that program at one time when I was in secondary ed, and I believe it's still available. And so what you do, the 21st Century Opportunity Grant Program is available to anybody for free. They don't screen you or anything. Anybody can attend it. And we taught it at a local, I think we taught it at a local high school, or actually it was at a junior high in the evenings, so all kinds of people would come. And it was just a great learning environment to just step up your skills and basic computer skills. So I'm going to highly recommend that, because if, for example, if you don't know how to find an address online, you need to know how to type those in, how to do basic stuff. So anyway, let's move on from there. You can also purchase a course in basic skills from the internet, either Mac or PC. So anyway, if you have to learn how to point, click, copy, paste, save files, upload programs, all that stuff, you need to take some kind of a basic course. Now, here's another idea. Everybody says it. Go to your kids. Go to your grandkids. Your teenagers will know how to get stuff, how to get around the internet. Now, here's a temptation. Don't let the kids take over the mouse, okay? You have them watch over your shoulders while you do the mouse, because you're going to learn, obviously, a lot faster if you're controlling the mouse than if they're controlling the mouse, because they're going to go so fast, they're going to lose you, okay? So you do the mouse, and you have them tell you where to click. And then what I'm going to recommend is, especially when you start clicking around places online to do your business, critical places like maybe your auto email responder, or your blog, or YouTube, or Twitter, or Facebook. Once you've gone through some steps online in one of these places that you're going to have to do business with, what I recommend is, after you've gone through all the steps, pause a minute, okay, and just think through the steps that you went through, okay, and see if you can repeat those a second time. In fact, you might want to even click out of the website altogether and go back online and click and click and click again, go through those same processes. So that when you go to that site, from now on, it'll be just a cakewalk to go from place to place to place, and you'll know exactly what to do, and it won't take time. For example, when I first set up my auto email responder, which you're going to have in your internet business, okay? When I first set up my email autoresponder, it probably took me a good 2 hours to really figure out where everything was and how to send an email and how the system works. But now all I have to do is take maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do what I need to send an email. Okay, and it depends on the length of the email, obviously. If the email is really long, it's going to take me a while to write that. But most of my emails are fairly short, so they don't take too long to send out. And the cool thing is that you can send an email out to 10,000 people at once at the point of at the click of a mouse button. So don't let the kids take over the mouse button. You do it yourself. Now, I realize, guys, that for a lot of you, you already know how to do a lot of this stuff, so if you'll be, just hang on here for a minute. I'm going to get to the business part and how to make money online. even as a newbie. Want to welcome Paul Kirk out, who just joined us. Paul, this is going to be helpful for you, even and the rest of you who joined in a little bit late. We've just done some basic introductory stuff, and we've talked about if you're a brand new person, even on the computer, that you could take free classes in your own area to brushing up on computer skills, and I made recommendations on that. Now, what I want to talk about right now is a second issue with technical stuff. Okay, now as a business owner, you're going to have to you're going to have to overcome some of the other challenges related specifically to your business. Now, guys, there's been days that I've had $3,000 days online, and you don't want to miss out, okay? Don't let these crazy technical hurdles stop you from doing business, okay? You'll figure it out. You just got to keep moving forward, moving forward. The first time is always a little bit of a struggle, but the second or third time going to a particular website is going to be a snap, okay? It's going to be really easy. Now, here's the second challenge, okay? Is overcoming the hurdles, the technical hurdles with your own business. Now, this is what I'm going to say right now. This is going to be worth a lot of money to you, and it's going to be easy. If you're in affiliate marketing, or if you're in network marketing, and you have a sponsor, the best thing for you to do is utilize other resources for technical support, okay? Now, the reason why I say that is because, for example, when I started online and I had a sponsor at that time, I started going to my sponsor and asking him for technical help. And it's like every time I turned around, he kept saying, well, go to technical support, or go to AWeber technical support, go to GetResponse technical support, go to our company technical support. And I got the point after a while that your sponsor is there to help you build your business, but you need to go to other places for technical support, okay? I got it after about the third time of him telling me to go to some technical support. But when it came to building my business and helping me out, then obviously he was there. And the attitude that I go with is that I walk with my walkers and I run with my runners, but I don't sit with my sitters. And as long as this, a new team member is building the business, then I'm going to help that person out as far as building their business is concerned. But our time is valuable. So when you start building a team, you really don't have time to help every single one of your team members with all of their technical challenges that they might have. You'll never be able to build a business that way, and it'll never grow. So you want to get your team members hooked up into your team site, if your company has one, or if your team has a team training site, and also hook them up to your company system. Very important that you hook them up to the company system, that they hook themselves up with the training that's available in their company or your team. Now, also, instead of those of you who are leaders who have a team, or who are starting a team, and I'm saying a team is anyone who has more than one or two members under them, start doing either training periscopes like this, or webinars through Google Hangouts. And that way you could train 20 or 30 or 50 people at a time, or 300 people at a time, rather than having to help them out all individually. And it'll just run you ragged if you try to help every single person with all their technical challenges. So I'm going to give you some technical help right now, and this is what I'm going to say. There's a lot of things that you could do yourself without having to rely on your sponsor to help you. And here's the one thing that I do that helps out more than anything else. Go to YouTube, okay? And let's suppose that you don't know how to use Periscope and you want to promote your business on Periscope. Just go to YouTube and type in how to use Periscope. You might want to write some of these questions down. I think it'll help you out a lot. Another one is, for example, how to create a Periscope, how to make a Periscope, how to broadcast a Periscope, how to open a Twitter account. Now, incidentally, guys, those of you who have been on Periscope for a while know that you first need to set up a Twitter account first. Okay? Because Periscope is owned by Twitter, and the two systems communicate with one another. Now, if you don't know how to set up a Twitter account, that's okay. It's real easy. Just go to YouTube again and type in how to set up a Twitter account, how to start a Twitter account, anything like that. And chances are you're going to have somebody who's created a video that you can look over their shoulders and see exactly what they clicked on, okay, and what they had to fill out to set up their Twitter account, and then how to set up their Periscope account. It's really easy, actually, but you need to look over somebody's shoulder to do that. How to get followers on Periscope, how to create an email in Aweber or GetResponse. And incidentally, guys, let me mention something right now. Many of these questions you can actually get on my site because I've created a lot of this stuff. So when this Periscope is over, all you need to do is go to workwithjacklater.com, workwithjacklater.com, and any of those questions that you might have, I would try my site first. And if you don't find an answer there, then go to YouTube. But I've created a lot of my own YouTube videos on a lot of these technical things. For example, if you want to know a little bit more about Periscope, just go to workwithjacklater.com and just go to the search bar at the top right-hand corner of the page on my website and type in the search bar, just type in Periscope or type in YouTube or type in email marketing. And a lot of that stuff I've already created YouTube videos myself. So I would recommend that you go to my site first. If you don't find the answer on my site, and you probably will, but if you don't find an answer on my site, just go to YouTube, okay, directly. Okay, so how to create an email in Aweber. I know I've created one on that. I've created a few on Periscope. I've created a few on how to upload a YouTube video. Now, there's an advantage of doing a YouTube search to learn how to do technical stuff, and also a Google search. I like YouTube because you can look over somebody's shoulders and see exactly on their screen what they're pointing and clicking on. Okay, that's the big advantage. And I do go to YouTube more often. But there is another advantage of going to Google every now and then. I'll go and do a Google search, and I'll type in how to install a Periscope app, okay, on your cell phone. I might type in how to install a Periscope app on my cell phone. And if you do that in YouTube, you'll get an over-the-shoulder thing. If you type that in Google, the advantage of Google is that you'll have screenshots, usually on somebody's webpage or their blog, showing you the exact screenshots, photographs of the steps that you need to make and what those pages look like that you're trying to access. And incidentally, guys, I forgot to mention this. I'm going to give you give you some additional value here that's going to help you build your business, as well as some of this technical stuff. So feel free to share by swiping down or swiping sideways, depending on if you have an iOS or an Android, and click the share button and share this to your friends and others on the social media. Also, feel free to hit me a bunch of hearts on the screen there. Sharing is caring. So anyway, let me get to the business part here. So just remember, guys, YouTube is your friend, okay? Whenever it comes to any kind of help. I'll give you an example. Don't overlook anything, okay? It's too easy to just go to your sponsor on every technical issue, okay? You'll be surprised at how easy this is to go to YouTube. About 2 years ago, my daughter had a problem with her Nissan Sentra, her car, and she needed to have her serpentine belt changed. Well, I do mechanical work from time to time, and I'm pretty good at it, but she had a serpentine belt that was on those Nissans that were a pain in the neck to fix, and I didn't know how to do it. I've done it before on Buicks and other cars, and they were really simple. but I could not figure out how to get this dumb serpentine belt off of the Nissan Sentra. So guess what I did? I went to YouTube and I typed in how to replace a serpentine belt on Nissan 1996 Nissan Sentra or whatever it was. She had an older car, obviously. And I got 2 different videos that were extremely helpful. So use YouTube. And how did I learn that? You know, the funny thing is I didn't learn it online. I learned it from my mechanic. And the funny thing is that as I've learned from other top leaders, from people like Ray Higdon, David Wood, Mike Hobbs, these are $1 million earners. $1 million a year earners. These guys are saying, when you have a technical challenge, go to YouTube first. Okay, see if you can find a quick answer. If you want to learn how to get more followers on Twitter, go to YouTube. Or how to get more followers in Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, go to YouTube. Chances are you're going to get a pretty good response, especially if it's on the first page, and especially if that page has a lot of hits on it. Okay, next. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to get your business online. Okay, we've talked about a lot of technical stuff right now, and so now I want to talk about how to get your business online, even if you're brand new newbie. Okay, even with technical challenges. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to recommend that you start real easy. Don't get overwhelmed by trying to learn everything there is in internet marketing right at first. What I'm going to recommend is that you focus on just one skill, okay? One marketing modality at a time. And then master that marketing modality, okay? So, I like video, and video is king. It really is king, especially live video. That's why in the last couple of weeks, I've started to do these Periscopes. I haven't been doing Periscopes for the last couple of weeks. I've actually been doing YouTube. I still upload to YouTube, by the way, and YouTube is very powerful. So don't ignore YouTube, okay? In fact, my 3rd month into the business, I was only doing YouTube, and I hit $4,300 in a single month from doing YouTube videos. And I made $11,100 my 11th month, primarily from doing YouTube videos and also doing some blogging. So if I were brand new starting out, okay, and I knew nothing about internet marketing at all, okay, I would actually start out with Periscope. Now, why would I start out with Periscope and not YouTube? I would start out with Periscope because as a newbie, you don't need you don't need much else to start out with besides Periscope and an email address, okay? So if I were a brand new newbie, I would start out on Periscope, and I would just tell people, I would give them some kind of a value, whatever you want to, whatever value you happen to have that you can provide. Maybe it's a hobby that you want to share. Maybe it's internet marketing or whatever it is. Share value on Periscope. Don't be doing a bunch of pitching on Periscope. That's not what it's for. You'll just get a bunch of people unsubscribing you if you do that. Okay, just give them value, okay? And, you know, what you can say is whatever value you're providing them, maybe those people will have questions, and you can say, hey, hit me up on email, and I'll answer your questions on the email, on any questions that maybe were not answered on the Periscope. And give them your email address, success@JackLater.com or xyz@gmail.com, whatever. And get a dialogue going back and forth, okay? And then once you can get a dialogue going with that person, then you could ask them a question, something like, would you be open to earning some extra money from home? Would you be open? You're not asking them if they're interested in joining your thing. You're just asking them if they would be open to earning a little extra money from home. It can be that simple, okay? That simple starting out. Now, of course, you want to build from that and go a little bit further, but as a brand new person starting out, just download the Periscope app. How do you download a Periscope app? Go to YouTube and type in how to download the Periscope app on your iPhone. Now, Periscope is meant for mobile, okay? So you have to use a mobile phone to do it. Like an iPhone or an Android. It's not going to work with the old flip phones. Okay, you have to invest in an iPhone or an Android to do this. Just type in how to download the Periscope app. Now, something to keep in mind, like I said before, you've got to have a Twitter account first. Don't try to set up everything on the Periscope app until you have your Twitter account set up. So go to YouTube, type in how to set up a Twitter account, and it's very easy. It really is. It's only going to take you maybe 20, 30 minutes to set up your Twitter account. After you have your Twitter account set up, then go to YouTube and type in how to download the app, the Periscope app. You'll go to your app store, you'll download the Periscope app, and then just follow the online prompts, okay? And then you'll be good to go. Now, again, there's a few more steps in there that I haven't had time to really get into, but just go to YouTube and type in how to download and set up your Periscope app. Or once you have the Periscope app downloaded on your iPhone or your Android, go to YouTube again and type in how to set up your Periscope app. And I promise, guys, it's really easy. If you have your Twitter account set up first, your Periscope app will communicate with your Twitter account, and everything will be set up. So anyway, just go to YouTube on how to set that up. Now, I need to look at some notes here for a second. Bear with me. So again, if you're a brand new newbie, I would recommend that you start out on Periscope, okay? Give value, send them directly to your email, get a dialogue going. In the course of the conversation, you could ask them if they're open to learning how to make extra money from home. And then, and again, like I said before, you could also go to my website, workwithjacklater.com, and type in Periscope. And I do have some Periscope training on there. In fact, I did some Periscope training a couple of weeks ago that you might want to check out. It's really powerful stuff, really helpful stuff. So, of course, go to workwithjacklater.com first. Check out the video training that I have on Periscope. And if you need additional training beyond what you already see on my own site, then go to YouTube and type in any question that you want to get. Let YouTube be your friend. I mean, I use it all the time. I mean, I was using it just this week, getting a little bit more help on a couple of other questions that I had. Now, what I'm going to recommend is this. Once you get things going on your Periscope, okay, you need to, as soon as you can, get set up with an auto email responder. It's absolutely essential, okay? Now, you can get an auto email responder for as little as $15 a month with GetResponse. Or you could use AWeber. I use both of them. I started with AWeber, and then I started to gradually use GetResponse. They both have tremendous customer support. All you have to do is call those people on the phone, and they'll hold your hand step by step on exactly how to set up your auto email responder. Now, after you get your auto email responder set up, then you need your next step after that, we're building on our business here, okay? Start out with Periscope, simple, and email. But next, get an email autoresponder like AWeber or GetResponse. That'll be your next step. And incidentally, if you need if you want like a 1 month trial that's only $1, hit me up on email or my website, and just ask me to send you a link to the $1 1 month trial of AWeber or GetResponse. My email address, by the way, is success@JackLater.com. So if you just want a link to a 1 month subscription for $1 for AWeber or GetResponse, then just hit me up on email. I think that's probably the best thing to do. At success@JackLater.com. So you need so step number 1, set up your Twitter account. Number 2, set up your Periscope on your cell phone. Periscope does not work on your computer, okay? It's not meant for that. Mobile is huge right now. It's massive. and you're going to make money on Periscope. I got to tell you, I know one individual right now, personally, I know one person who's earned $50,000 in the last 3 months on Periscope. Now, he's had time to build his business. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to make $50,000. That's not a promise. I'm just telling you what the potential is in internet marketing, and this guy is an internet marketer. He sold $50,000 in products because of hangouts like this that he did on Periscope. So take it seriously, it works, okay? So set up your Twitter, set up your Periscope, have people go to your email, get a dialogue going with people, get things going, and then next, go to Aweber or GetResponse, set up your auto email responder, okay? Now, after you do that, immediately after you do that, you need to have some kind of a capture page where you can provide an offer of some kind on a capture page, and then a capture page is a way that people can that person puts in their email address in a field, and you're going to be able to capture their email address that way. And from there, those people are able to get on your list, your Aweber or GetResponse list, and you're going to be able to follow up with those people on a daily basis. Okay, I've had as many as 9,000 people on my list. I currently have probably about 3,500 active people on my list right now, and I've made a ton of money because of that list. So you've got to have an auto email responder. It's only $15 with GetResponse. It's a great deal, $15 a month, and then I think it's $19.95 a month in Aweber, but they're both great services. Now, once you have now your capture page, the question is how are you going to get a capture page? Okay, you have a couple of choices. Okay, if you are in a company, for example, if you are in a network marketing company, a lot of network marketing companies today now have capture pages available for their affiliates and distributors that you can use right away. And you can set up that capture page with your auto email responder. You can have them connect. And again, if you need help on how to connect your capture pages with your auto email responder, just go to Aweber or GetResponse, call up their customer service, have their customer service person walk you through step by step, exactly how to set up your capture page with your auto email responder. Now, a lot of companies actually have a step-by-step, one-page tutorial that shows you exactly what, how to hook up your capture page with your autoresponder. And with a lot of companies, it's really, really easy. It really is. And a lot of good companies, a lot of good network marketing companies will actually take you over their shoulders in a video and show you exactly what to do to set up the autoresponder with your capture page. So I would recommend that you use, if your company has capture pages to use, then you ought to use those pages. If you're in a network marketing company who has a team, a lot of the larger teams do have available a lot of them have capture pages that are already made and already tested. See, the advantage of using a company capture page and a team system capture page is that many of those capture pages have been well tested and tweaked in the marketplace. And many times those capture pages are going to convert much better than the capture pages that you could create. Now, a little bit more advanced choice or an option would be to go to a place like leadpages.net, and you could create your own capture pages, okay? It's a little bit more advanced, but again, you could go to customer service at Lead Pages, and they'll show you how to walk right through the process of creating your own capture pages, and they'll show you exactly how to hook it up with an auto email responder. I would recommend that last. I do make my own capture pages, but I've also used a lot of company capture pages. I've done both. But as a brand new person starting out, if you have access to company capture pages that lead people to their company sales presentation, use it, okay? Because that's the easiest way to start. So, just to recap, I'm going to finish up right here. We've gone 45 minutes already. So, just to recap, basic computer skill stuff, take a class, okay? Or take some kind of an online tutorial thing. Even if it's free or if it costs a little bit of money, take some kind of a basic skills class and get over that hurdle. You should probably learn how to use your computer within just a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. After you do that, if you want to get your business started off the easiest, start it off on Periscope and have people go to your email for more information, and you guys can get a dialogue going on email or even text message. You know, that'd be great too. It's actually probably quicker. Is just say, give them your phone number and get a text going back and forth. And again, you're not trying to pitch them the first time. Just answer their questions about, you know, whatever you may have discussed on your Periscope, and then get a dialogue going. Find out if they're open to earning a little extra money from home, and then you could talk about the possibility of them joining your thing, your business. And then again after that, you're going to get Twitter started. Secondly, get your Periscope app downloaded on your iPhone, and get that dialogue going, like I'm saying. After that, your next step will be to get your auto email responder set up with AWeber or Get Response, and I do have training on my website for that. Just type in AWeber or Get Response or email marketing on my website, workwithjacklater.com. Next, after getting your auto email responder set up, get set up with your company capture pages, whatever they may be, okay, if your company has those. And then lastly, very last step would be to maybe go with lead pages. You don't have to. I don't have a lead pages account. Lead pages is just one option. I happen to use a different system that I purchased, but I also use company capture pages. So you don't have to go to lead pages. You can use a company capture page if they're available. Now, and one thing I didn't really mention a whole lot is when you create these videos on Periscope, like this Periscope right now, your iPhone will actually save that Periscope. And you could take that Periscope and you could upload it to YouTube. Okay? That would be another step that you could take. Now again, start out with Periscope, and once you've really mastered Periscope, then go on to YouTube and do both of them at the same time. Do Periscope and YouTube, because they're both videos, right? You can upload your video to YouTube, and again, how do you do that? Well, go to my site, workwithJackLater.com, and I have a real good video there on how to upload a video to YouTube. And I also have a ton of help on how to market on YouTube, because that's my specialty, okay? I'm fairly new at Periscope, and I'm pretty good at Periscope, but I'm even better at YouTube, okay? But I believe strongly. Now, why am I not spending time on YouTube right now this second? Well, because live video is very powerful, and Periscope right now is the best live video format there is in the world, okay? Bar none. That's why Twitter paid $100 million to purchase it. But it's also important to get your videos on YouTube, because YouTube has a following of 1 billion people, and you're going to be able to get followers and leads through YouTube like crazy, okay? If you do it right, and if you follow my system at workwithjacklater.com. So I use Periscope and YouTube in tandem. Okay, so yeah, it seems like it's a little overwhelming at first, but let's take it step by step. Bite this elephant one step at a time and start making money. And like I said, I really believe that a brand new person starting out, even if they just start out on Periscope, even if they don't do YouTube yet, I believe you can start making money within the next 2 or 3 weeks, okay? And you can sponsor somebody in your opportunity if you're in network marketing within probably in the next 2, 3, or 4 weeks. Now again, that's not a promise. I don't know what your time commitments are. I don't know how consistent you're going to be, and you have to be consistent in internet marketing and Periscope and YouTube for you to be successful online. You've got to be consistent, because people start watching, people will start following you. They'll expect your value. So I'm gonna just encourage you more than anything. Don't give up. Okay, don't stop. Keep moving forward. You be persistent as as like crazy. Okay, and don't say I can't. Get that the heck out of your vocabulary. It ain't gonna help you. Say, how can I? Well, how can you do it? YouTube's your friend. Okay, that's a big one when it comes to technical hurdles. Okay, your team training is your friend. Your sponsor, if your sponsor is active and they're doing hangouts like this, get on their hangouts on a consistent basis. As often as you're able to. If you're able to get on their weekly hangouts, get on the weekly hangouts. If you're able to get on their periscopes every day, get on your periscopes. Now, this is actually a really long periscope that I'm doing, and I'm going to wrap it up right now. Most of my periscopes are anywhere from 10 minutes to about 15 or 20 minutes long. I would encourage my team members who are on this periscope right now to follow me on Periscope on a daily basis. Well, how do you do that? Okay, you can follow me either through Twitter or Periscope. When you upload the Periscope app, I want you to upload that Periscope app, by the way. Upload the Periscope app from your app store, okay, the app store that's on your iPhone or the store on your Android. Download that Periscope app on your iPhone, and once you have it all set up and hooked up with Twitter, then when you'll open up the Periscope app, and you'll click on the search function in there, and there's gonna be a bar show up. You're gonna just type into that bar. You'll just type in JackLater, just JackLater. Click on my name there when it comes up, and after you click on my name in that Periscope when it comes up, click follow. Okay. And what that will do is that when you follow me, you'll get an alert letting you know when I'm doing a Periscope. Most of my Periscope training like this is going to be at 10 o'clock every day, okay? Except for Sunday. I don't do Periscopes on Sunday because it's devoted to my church activity that I do in my local area here. But 10 o'clock a.m. every single day. So let me see. Look at my schedule tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday is the exception. Friday's really the only exception. I don't do a Periscope at 10 o'clock. Now, we're talking about 10 o'clock Mountain Time. So that's 12 o'clock Eastern Time, like I'm doing right now. So I don't do a Periscope at 10 o'clock on a Friday, but I'll probably do the Periscope later on in the evening. So just listen for your alerts. Watch your alerts on your phone. You'll get like a little ding that comes up, and it'll say JackLater's Periscope Internet Marketing Training is happening right now. Jump on it. Or you'll see it in Twitter or your email, or just come on. If you don't get an alert, just get on at 10 o'clock every day except for Friday. It's going to be in the evening, and I don't do them on Sunday, but all the other days of the week I do a Periscope at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Anyway, guys, if you got some value on this, feel free to share by swiping to the left and right or top to bottom. Click the share button. Also, leave me your hearts if this was helpful, okay, by just touching the screen 2 or 3 or 4 times and let me know that you got some help. And I really appreciate that. And incidentally, those of you who need to get leads into your internet marketing business, and you need to get leads online, go to workwithjacklater.com again and make sure to download my 8-step checklist and video walkthrough to 30 to 50 leads per day. And you could do that. It's a PDF that you just check off one by one. You just check off the boxes. And it's also a video walkthrough so you can look over my shoulders and see exactly what I do to get leads online. Okay, it's primarily through video. But anyway, check out the 8-step checklist, download it, take advantage of the free training, put your wallet away, you don't need it. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's Friday, so it's going to be in the evening sometime on the next Periscope. Saturday, it's going to be at 10 a.m. in the morning, Mountain Time. So anyway, check out workwithjacklater.com, get your 8-step checklist, get some more help that's over there, technical help, lead generation help, whatever help you need at workwithjacklater.com, and make it a great day. Bye.